Hello and welcome everybody to this new type of video for my channel. Like, you might remember me having a different name and doing different kind of stuff, but that's a thing of the past really, because I got grown quite tired of those kind of videos. So from now on I will be known as Maple Blossom, and if this kind of trial succeeds I will be doing Let's Play from this point on. And as an homage to Nintendo soon releasing their latest game, Let's Go, I will be replaying one of my first games, Alpha Sapphire. Or Alpha Sapphire wasn't the first one, but Sapphire, Pokémon Sapphire was. So I will be doing a Nuzlocke playthrough of Alpha Sapphire, and I hope you will enjoy going along with me. So let's begin. So this will be my very first Nuzlocke ever. I have never done a Nuzlocke before. I've tried it out a bit, you can say, in a hardcore playthrough, but I only did like one gym, nothing more. But this will be basically a, what do you say, classic Nuzlocke, the basic rules. Only one Pokemon per zone. I will count the starter as the starter town, not as Route 101. You have to nickname the Pokemon. That's not an official rule, but I will go with that rule. If a Pokemon faints, it's dead. I will use no more rules or any stuff other than that. And that will be extra fun because I have never played Alpha Sapphire. I played Sapphire as my first game, but I never came around or had the time to play Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby when they came out. I never did, truly. So English, yes, begin game. Let's see how this goes. Skip that. Why is it? Ah, shit. Yeah, English, so begin. What I do know about this game is how it begins. Oh, this is like such memories. Hi, sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Birch, but everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. And this is what we call a Pokemon. And it like warps out of the 2D into the 3D to like show its remake. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. We humans live alongside Pokemon at times, playing together as friends and at times helping one another out. And sometimes we just like to have fun battling others like us, but as close as we are, we don't know everything about Pokemon. In fact, there are still many mysteries surrounding Pokemon. I do research to try and unravel those Pokemon mysteries, but that's enough about me. I think that text goes on way too fast. Like, maybe you read it fast enough, but to talk it? No, it's way too fast to talk at the same time. But yeah, that's the beginning. What about you? Are you a boy or are you a girl? Well, I think my voice is kinda deep, I don't know, but it should be obvious I'm a boy, and I will be playing as a boy. And my channel name is now Maple Blossom. You may recognize another name, it's the third time I swapped it. But as many know, I always go by Nick. Not my real name, but I like it. So Nick it is. So, you're Nick. Yeah, I just told you, it's Nick. Ah, I see. You're that Nick. He knows. He knows. You're the one who's moving to Little Road Town, where I live. Yeah, and I'm in the back of a truck. Are you ready? Your very own adventure is now about to unfold. Be courageous and leap into the world of Pokemon, where dreams, adventures, and friendships await. I said we'll be meeting again soon. Come see me in my Pokemon lab. As said, the text go by way too fast to be talking to it. At least for me. And I traveled in the back of a truck, for those that don't know Generation 3 and the remakes. Who put their child that is like 11 or 13 in the back of the truck? Pokémon. Crazy stuff. But I really like the 3D style of these games. I maybe even like it more than Sun and Moon. Classic Hoenn music is classic. Nick, you're here at last. Wasn't it tough riding in the back of the bumpy moving truck all the way? Well, you're probably the one that put me there, so... Well, this is Littleroot Town. What do you think? This is going to be our new home. This has a quiet feel, but looks like it should be a nice place to live, don't you think? And you get your own room this time, Nick. Come on, you have to see the inside. My own room? In real life I always had my own room. My jokes moving around stuff like usual. See Nick, isn't it nice in here too? The moving company's Pokemon even help with unpacking and clean up the real lake moving an inch. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Thanks for all the hard work, we really appreciate it. Rawr, 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 rawr. Rawr, 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 rawr. They are a rawr, 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 rawr Pokemon. You should go and see your new room upstairs, Nick. Dad even bought a new clock for you to help celebrate the big move. You'll need to set the time though. Yeah, this was a big part when Generation 3 came out. Sapphire was my first game back in, I think it was 2003 in Sweden, Europe, not sure. But that was the second time they had a day and night cycle in the game. You had to set the time in gold and silver as well. But you set the time yourself to know when you were playing, so you could set it at night if you often played late at night to have daytime when you play, because it affected Pokemon like Umbreon and Espeon. But nowadays, and it was like fun because you moved around the clock's arms by yourself. But now it just makes a sound and then sets the time according to the DS internal clock nowadays. How do you like your new room, Nick? Good, everything's put away neatly. They finished moving everything downstairs too. It really is so nice having Pokemon around to help us. Oh, but you should make sure that everything's all there on your desk. She says this because it's a guide for new beginners. Notebook full of notes, open menu with X and record with save. Yeah, I'm recording much more than just save, like setting up this has been... it's been a pain. Because always there's something that doesn't really work the way you want it to. So if the video is a bit blurry, it might be one of those problems. Oh Nick, come quickly. Quickly. Blah, blah, blah. It's the Petalburg Gym, maybe that will be on TV. Interviewer. Silent. We brought you this report live from in front of Petalburg Gym. Next up, a special look at the long-awaited meteor shower in the next star show. Oh, it's already ended. Looks like your dad was on, but we missed his part. What a shame. But that reminds me of one of Dad's friends lived in this town. Professor Birch is his name. He lives right next door, so you should go over and introduce yourself. Yay! Adventure! Okay, let's go over. Hello? I barged into your house. Oh, hello, and you are? Yeah, I'm Nick, our new next door neighbor. We have a daughter about the same age as you. She has been so excited about making a new friend. She should be in her room upstairs. I hope you'll go and introduce yourself. Yay! We'll meet May, and it might be because Generation 3 was my first time I really played the games. I've been following Pokemon since it came out, because I'm older than Pokemon. But Generation 3 was my first real game when I owned a game by myself, because Game Boy Advance SP was my first ever console after Nintendo 64. So technically a stadium game was my first Pokemon game, but not a main story game. So Pokemon fully restored items already, and hey May! Yeah? Who are you? Oh, you must be Nick. Your move was today, huh? Well, I'm May. Glad to meet you. I actually have this dream of becoming friends with Pokemon all over the world. And then when Professor Birch told me about you moving here, Nick, well, I was hoping you would be nice and we could be friends. But that's just silly, isn't it? I've just met you, right, Nick? So what am I talking about? Oh, no, I forgot. I was supposed to be going out to help Dad catch some wild Pokemon. Nick, I'll see you later. So yeah, I really like May as a character, and I really like how she's portrayed in this game. Outfit, facial expression, her lines, so of what I know of the beginning of the game. I really like it. And I always like this as well. To think that you can get data from the friends you pass by even when your Nintendo 3DS is in sleep mode. The power of science is staggering. There is a science guy in every beginning town in all the games up to Sun and Moon at least, and we'll see about Let's Go. This model based on Max, or Max was based on the original model I think, but kinda color changed, but in the remakes they color changed the game to look like Max. Professor Birch will spend days on end in his lab research something, then he'll be suddenly go out into the field and gather more data. When does he ever spend time at home? Well, I don't know. Professor Birch's lab. One assistant? You're looking for Birch? The prof's away on fieldwork, ergo not here. Oh, I guess I had to tell you what fieldwork is. Fieldwork is when you study things in their natural environments, like out in the fields and mountains, instead of in a laboratory. The professor isn't one for doing desk work, really. He's the type who would rather go outside and experience things than read about them here. He's probably doing a survey in Route 101. It's just outside of town. So we'll go and look for Professor Birch. If you play the games, you'll know he's kinda in trouble. I can think I hear someone screaming. What should I do? What should we do? Somebody has to go help. I will, little child. Help me! Like, many make fun of this scene where he's chased by a tiny Poochyena. But hello, you're over there, please help me out. In my bag there are 4 Pokeballs. Well, I thought of stopping it there to like force the gender of my Pokemon with some resets, but I will not do that. I will play an homage to a friend with this Pokemon, but yeah, is it a surprise I'm choosing a Mudkip? No. So let's start with a Mudkip. But yeah, many people make fun of like how he's scared of being chased by a single Poochyena. But technically, a dog of that size in the real world, our world, it could hurt you quite bad. Maybe not deadly, but it could hurt you. So what can a Pokemon like Poochyena with attacks like Bite and Crunch do? Like, it could hurt you real bad, so you ought to run if you don't have a Pokemon or a weapon to fight it off with. So... yeah, it's a male Mudkip. Like, what is it? Like 87% chance to be male for some reason. I wanted a female and was, as I said, trying to force it. But it will have to be a male. Phew! I went into the tall grass to survey wild Pokemon when I was suddenly jumped. You say my hi, thanks a lot. Oh! But you're Norman's boy, Nick. I didn't even realize who you were at first. You've grown into quite a young man. Thank you. This isn't the place for chat though. Come along to my lab. And this is a thing people talk about when Nuzlocke, like, you get one Pokemon per zone, or route, whatever you say. And many use that in the Pokédex or your Pokemon owner. When you look at the Pokemon, you can see where you caught it. And this Pokemon will be a bit special. So Nick, I've heard so much about you from your father, but he said that you don't have your own Pokemon yet. If that's true, that was quite a performance back there. Looks like you really are your father's son. Oh yes, to say thanks for rescuing me out there, how about I give you that Pokemon you used earlier? While you're at it, why not give a nickname to that Mudkip? Yes. An official rule, but many use it. You have to nickname every Pokemon to make it more emotional if they are to die. And I like Generation 3, and one of my absolute best friends that I think I can never live without also like Generation 3 a lot. Really like Mudkip. Like, I like all 3 starters a lot. Trico the least, Mudkip the most. But I like them all. But she adores Mudkips. Like, she never creates a story or play a game where Mudkip is available without catching a Mudkip, using a Mudkip. So therefore I will name this Mudkip after her. And Mark, this is to you. You know, if you work with your Pokemon and gain experience, you will make a pretty excellent trainer. I think you'll make it. Thank you. My girl May happens to be on Route 103 right now, surveying Pokemon for me. It might not be a bad idea for you to head out that way yourself. What do you think? Yeah, alright, me too. Great, I'm sure May will be happy to hear that too. She can help teach you what it means to be a trainer. Oh yes, and if you're ever lost along the way, use the area nav on your PokéNav Plus. You can use it to see how to get to Route 103 where May ought to be. And if you or your Pokemon get tired, get some rest back at your home. So yeah, the Mudkip is for her, and this is the problem with Nuzlocke, that you catch one per zone. You usually can go into the Pokemon and see where it was caught. Where? Route 101, it says. And this is a problem in this game, because many times it says the city where you got it, because you technically get the Pokemon at the lab, you only borrowed it when you saved the birch. But many interpret this in different ways, and it's all up to you. There's no really right or wrong way. Some say that it says where Route 101. So this Pokemon was caught in Route 101, so you can't catch anything more there. While some say you didn't nickname it or like really got it until you were in the lab, Littleroot Town, so it technically counts as the Littleroot Town Pokemon. I will be counting it as Littleroot, but you can count it however you want. It's a timid nature. I don't know if that's really good. Like, I know a lot about Pokemon, but I'm not an absolute expert and keeps the natures in my head. So timid is speed up for attack down. I don't think that's really good from Mudkip, but it really fits. It really fits my personality, because if anyone has watched my Pokemon Siblings series, trainer card series, that Mudkip, even if it isn't shown in the videos, is a speedy Mudkip. Like, it knows quick attack despite it's not supposed to know that attack. Yeah, Mudkip is a physical attacker, so timid is really bad. But we'll see how bad it gets during our journey. Like, summary, how is the stat right now? Attack 10 and special attack 11 when the ratio should be like 7 to 5 in the physical department. But yeah, it makes it faster. And this is also a second part of Nuzlocke that becomes interesting, that you can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter in a zone. But right now I can't catch any Pokemon, I don't have any Pokeballs. So many do the rule that the capturing first Pokemon per zone route catching only starts when you get your Pokeballs. And I will follow that rule. But I will add that I can't fight any Pokemon on my way until I get Pokeballs, because I feel it's kinda cheating that you say, oh, I can't catch anything until I got Pokeballs, so this doesn't count, and then you defeat a lot of Pokemon and gains extra levels before you can catch. So I will do the rule that I can catch Pokemon in Route 101 as long as I doesn't fight any Pokemon in 101. The same will be for Route 103. While this gentleman explains the center and mart, I will also say that I will not be going any, as said, I will doing a classic Nuzlocke with the 3 basic rules. I will not do any healing restriction, item restriction, level restrictions or anything like that at all. I will kinda try to keep my levels not too high above the trainers or at least gym leaders, but I won't promise anything. Like, this is my first ever Nuzlocke, I will do it simple and easy. So let's continue. Route 103. Damn it. But yeah, and I won't be doing any dupes clauses that are affecting like what I can catch, so we can get an entire team of Puchenas if this continues. But now let's battle May, or talk to her. Maybe newcomers don't know that you battle her. See, on Route 103 I found this Pokemon, this one and this one. If you look closely, she mentions 3 Pokemon captured. And that's actually true, there are 3 Pokemon in this route. Oh, hey Nick. What's that? Oh, my dad gave you a Pokemon as a gift, huh? Well then, why don't we go ahead and have a quick battle? I'll give you a taste of what being a trainer is really like. Achoo! I like this music. Like, Pokemon music is always good. And she has a Trico. And I thought of doing this if anyone watches this story series at all. It won't show in the game, but if you want, you can choose a nickname for her May's Trico, and I will address that Trico by that name when I play. But yeah, and I usually don't like that nowadays the game gives you a stab move from the beginning, like Water Gun for my Mudkip. Especially because in like Sun and Moon and X and Y, your first rival has the Pokemon that's weak to you, so it makes it really easy to defeat the rival. In this game it doesn't matter, because if I chose Water Gun, it would be weakened by Trico's defense against it, so it didn't really matter. Mudkip is level 6, and Mark, the timid Mudkip. Oh, and Mark, if you're watching this, and Mark isn't really timid. Not at all. If anyone has watched my Prodigies, the few Prodigies episode I made, Anmark is the girl with the cat, and she has a somewhat similar personality in real life as well. It was a good battle, thanks. Let me heal up both our parties real quick. This I don't like as well, that you get too much free heals in my opinions in the latest Pokemon games. Well, I think I know why my dad has his eye on you now. I mean, you just scoped that Pokemon and you already got that strong of a bond. I bet you could probably befriend any kind of Pokemon you meet. Yeah. Well, I guess I better head back to the lab. And we will follow me, but that will have to be in the next video, because I don't want this to stretch out for too long. So, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll be continuing this. And I'll see you later. Have a nice evening, everyone. Bye bye!